Batman is at the right time and place again.
Where were the other drugs going? Where to be?
We start out with young Bruce and his best friend Rachel. Bruce has to lay down his entitlement.
I found it in my garden.
Bullshit.
Then he steals Rachel's arrowhead and falls into this old well. All these bats come out to say, "What's good?" And then, oh snap! It's all just a dream. Bruce is actually in a foreign prison. So this dude starts scrapping with Bruce. And Bruce?
I'ma get medieval on your ass.
Yeah, he destroys these guys. So these guards take him away and throw him into this room. Then this dude comes in talking smack. He's all like, fighting bad guys in prison is cool and all, but you should like totally join this dude Ra's al Ghul. Find this blue flower and you're in, bro. So the next day they release Bruce and he embarks on his journey. He finds this flower and then he walks the wrong way.
Turn back, so things will go back.
Son of a bitch!
So then he finally finds Ra's al Ghul's crib. He presents the flower and homie's like, "Oh, that's cool. Now fight me, bro." So Bruce does his best, busting out all of his moves. But then homie puts him to bed.
You ever go night-night?
Now Bruce falls back into his dream. It's right after his fall into the well. Daddy Wayne swoops in and saves the day. Next day the Wayne family goes to see some opera. But then these bats come out and Bruce just can't deal. So they all exit into the alley. Where, Bruce's parents both get shot.
It's not fair.
So Bruce grew up and left for college, but then came back for his parents' murderer's court hearing. And homie came back in heat. They're planning on letting this dude out early because this dude shared cells with the crime boss, Mr. Falcone, and he spilled the beans about some stuff Falcone said.
Fucking rat.
So afterwards, this dude is being released and Bruce is ready. But then this chick whacks his bum before Bruce can. So Rachel drives off with Bruce. It makes Bruce feel even worse. Then Bruce reveals the gun.
Oh.
This hits Bruce hard in the feels, so he tosses the gun and confronts Mr. Baloney. But Mr. Baloney's like, "Hey, yo, I got all these guys in my pocket. Get out of here, you bum."
Fucking ugly bitch.
So they toss Bruce out, and now he's made up his mind. He's getting out of Gotham. He sneaks onto this ship and becomes a bum. He's stealing food now, and even steals his own stuff. And that's what got him locked up. So now we shoot back to the present time. Bruce is all trained up.
Oh!
Now all he has to do is prove his skills and smoke that good. So now Bruce is faded and has to find this dude in a sea of black ninja.
Come on, what are you saying?
He's having a hard time until Bruce cheats the system. He cuts some random ninja's sleeve and this dummy falls for it. Now Ra's al Ghul is impressed. He's about to make it official. But before he joins, he has to kill this guy. Bruce ain't having it. Nah. So Ra's al Ghul busts out into a monologue. He's like, that Gotham is fucked up, and it's our job to fix it. Why does the League of Shadows hate Gotham so much? Does Ra's al Ghul toss and turn at night when crime happens in Gotham? So Bruce decides to shut it down. He bamboozles these guys and sets off all these explosives. Bruce is not an executioner. He won't kill guys, but at the same time, Bruce ain't got no problem burning down the whole place.
Tremendous.
Killing many in the process. Ross goes down like a dummy. And Bruce? This man never skips bicep day. He takes this dude to the same guy who told him to walk away before. He's like, "Yeah, sure, no problem, bro."
The fuck is this?
Then Bruce returns and meets up with Alfred. Apparently Wayne Enterprises is going public because Bruce was declared dead after being gone for 7 years. This Mr. Earl dude was trying to get Bruce's money, but it's all good because it was all up to Alfred.
And you can borrow the rolls if you like. Just bring it back with a full tank.
Later on, Bruce is doing some detective stuff, and then he notices his bat. Now Bruce is like,
shit.
He goes back into the cave and meets up with his old friends. Later on, Dr. Crane is with Mr. Falcone. Dr. Crane's boss is the big baddie, and he wants Tony Baloney to take out Rachel Daw. Meanwhile, at Wayne Enterprises, these executives are having this meeting, and Bruce makes his grand entrance. He talks to this jabroni about giving him a job in applied sciences. So Bruce goes down to Applied Sciences and meets Mr. Fox. Mr. Fox proceeds to show off all these cool toys. This place straight up has a vigilante starter kit, but Bruce needs it for,
Spelunking. Yeah.
Right.
Later on, Bruce and Alfred work on the Batcave, and Bruce starts designing the bat suit. He ordered some pieces to make his mask, but there's work to do in the meantime. B-Man runs over to the police department and meets up with Jim Gordon. He's like, if you want justice, you should work with Rachel Dawes. And then he runs off and does this.
I believe I can.
Oh.
So Bruce hits up Fox the next day. Hey, I'm trying to glide, dude. Yo, I got you, bro. And then Bruce notices this bad boy.
Does it come in black?
Later on, Bruce spies on Mr. Baloney and this dirty cop. He learns there's gonna be a drug delivery soon, and that Rachel is in trouble. This got Batman extra inspired, and he makes that bat suit look real good.
Hell yes.
Next day, they're at the docks loading up these drugs, and I really love how Batman's introduction is suspenseful.
Where are you?
Here.
So Batman drops down and takes on all these little guys. And guns? Who's got time for guns? Mr. Baloney's like, hey, yo, what's going on over here? He takes a little peep. Now he's like, hey, yo, we gotta go. You'd think that would be a capo's first reaction.
All I know is you never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
But the driver is now knocked out. I don't understand how this fits into the timeline, but okay. Now Mr. Baloney is loading his gun up. Why is it not already loaded? Well, anyways, Batman rips him out of the car, introduces himself, and puts him to bed. Meanwhile, Rachel is on the bus and runs into these jabronis. But luckily, Batman being Batman knew this was gonna happen right here and now. Batman gives Rachel the goods and does the Batman thing.
Where'd you go?
So now Bruce celebrates by creeping over Gotham afterwards. Next day, the commission's talking shit about Bat-Bro.
Oh.
And Rachel is all sunshine and rainbows. Meanwhile, at Gotham Enterprises, this dude comes in and explains how this weapon just got stolen. This thing uses focused microwaves to vaporize a water supply. Basically, you turn this on, you mess shit up. Later on, Bruce shows up to this fancy pants hotel. He's trying to make appearances so the public doesn't think he's up to something. He's just a rich dick who buys hotels on a whim and changes pool area rules. On the way out, Bruce runs into Rachel. This is like a huge buzzkill for Bruce. Now Rachel thinks Bruce is just a dick. And somebody get this chick an award for best timing.
We have some more hotels for you to buy.
So now Mr. Baloney is locked up and gets a visit from Dr. Crane. Falcone acts like he's the boss, but Crane shuts that shit right the fuck down. Meanwhile, Batman is at the right time and place again. So many questions. How long did Bruce have to spy on Jim's family to know when the trash gets taken out normally and know who takes the trash out? Or has he just been chilling up on the roof for a really long time? Or is Batman just really fucking lucky? So anyways, Batman gives Jim the goods and yet again does the Batman thing. He then runs over to this bum, and Batman ain't playing games.
Where were the other drugs going? Where to be?
So this bum spills the beans. Batman heads over to this drug house, and young Joffrey notices him. So he bribes this little guy with some bat tech. Seems a little risky to me, Bats, but okay.
You're not a knight.
Bat-Bro sneaks into this place and is about to snatch a bunny. But then he has to go stealth, and somehow sneaks from out of the bathroom to behind this guy. And after all this stealthy brilliance, Dr. Crane gets him with the fear juice. Now Batman's tripping, and Dr. Crane makes Batman look like a big dummy. This crushes Batman's spirit, so he calls Alfred for emotional support. Batman can't take the shame.
Oh.
No, God!
The shame of being taken down by Crane. Just kidding. Batman's just fucked up.
What's gonna Jesus!
So Bruce wakes up 2 days later, and he gets a visit from Mr. Fox. He analyzed Bruce's blood and made an antidote. Later on, Rachel visits Arkham Asylum. She heard that Mr. Falcone was declared insane, and she's calling shenanigans. Rachel has a doctor on standby to evaluate Mr. Baloney. Now Mr. Crane has no other choice but to reveal his little secret and jacks up Miss Rachel Dawes. But then Batman shows up to save the day. He takes all these goons out Arkham Asylum style. Dr. Crane sees his opportunity to strike, but Batman ain't falling for that shit. It gives Crane a hit of his own stash, straight to the dome. Now Batman's looking scary, and Crane tells Batman he works for the League of Shadows. The cops show up, and they're all waiting for SWAT. But Jim ain't no bitch. Batman then snatches him up and tells him to get Rachel downstairs. Batman calls over a couple of friends. They show up ready to fucking party, bro. And then Bruce busts out the jams and drops down like a badass. So they meet up in the alley and Batman zips up out of there. Rachel is tripping balls. And Batman's like, chill, it's all good, boo. We're just speeding around in my bat tank. We're just, riding on rooftops. No problem, no problem. So Batman eventually loses the cops and gets Rachel the cure.
Get these to Gordon, the antidote.
And then he puts her to sleep. He starts dressing up for this party and Al's busting his balls. Batman's on the news running from the po-po. Bruce is like, we gotta get these guys out of here. But Alfred ain't having it.
You have a name to maintain.
I don't care.
It's your father's name.
So Bruce goes over to this party and meets up with the CEO dude. This company just went public and everything's going great.
It's a bit technical. The key thing is our company's future is secure.
Afterwards, this random old white lady introduces Bruce to phony Ra's al Ghul.
Who the fuck is that guy?
And then the real Ra's al Ghul shows up.
What's up, bro? Welcome to my crib.
So Bruce channels his inner Patrick Bateman
Oh my god.
and tells everybody to fuck off. So everybody goes off and cries. Ra's al Ghul now lays the whole operation down for Bruce. That blue flower from before, Crane found a way to weaponize it. And he's been pouring it into Gotham's water supply.
Oh.
This water supply that they plan on vaporizing with this new little toy they got. Making everybody trip out. And then bye-bye Gotham.
Okay, Slick, bye-bye. Bye-bye!
Meanwhile, Ra's al Ghul's goons are at the asylum, releasing all the crazies. So now these guys start messing up Bruce's crib, and Ra's al Ghul tells Bruce how they've been messing with Gotham for quite a while. Apparently Bruce's dad messed up the League of Shadows' last attempt, through the economy. Now they're back to finish the job. And he really thinks his goons could sneak up on Batman?
The fuck did you say, motherfucker?
But unfortunately for Bruce, Ra's knows exactly when burning beams fall from the ceiling. So Bruce's crib is burning up and it's not looking too good for this guy. But then, oh snap! Alfred comes to the rescue like a boss. And they rush down to the Batcave. I know there's a lot of opinions on who the best Batman is, but I can say this with great confidence, that Christian Bale and Michael Caine have the best Bruce and Alfred chemistry.
You still haven't given up on me. Never.
So now all the crazies are on the street. Rachel shows up with the antidote and she gives it to Jim Gordon. Rachel then runs into young Joffrey from before, and Ra's shows up and drops a bomb on Gotham. He starts the vaporizer thing, man. So now the gas is releasing and everybody's tripping balls, except for Rachel and Jim. Meanwhile, Bruce suits up and does the sickest jump out of the Batcave. Jim's freaking out about backup, and this Batman has a thing with showing up right at the perfect time. So Batman lays it out for Jim. I need you to take my sick ride that you have no idea how to use and take out this train track. Meanwhile, Dr. Crane shows up on a horse, and Crane gets tased in the face and runs off just looking stupid. Dummy. Now all these crazies are closing in on Rachel and Little Guy. And Batman, right on cue, jumps in for the save. Man, you know how the police come after the crime? Well, not this guy. So B-Man's about to leave, and now Rachel's trying to slide in Batman's DMs. Or would they be BMs? I don't know. And Batman busts out the half-Bat, half-Bruce voice.
It's not who I am underneath, but what I do that defines me.
And then jumps off like, a badass, duh. She's like, damn, but that suit's kind of kinky though. So Batman shows up to the train, and Ra's actually thinks these four guys can take out the bat. So Batman tries to zip up out of there, but he loses his grappling gun and falls down to the ground level. All these crazy guys gang up on Batman, but luckily he grabs his grappling hook and zips up out of there, fucking Tarzan style. He finally bumps in through a window. Meanwhile, Jim shows up to blow up the train tracks, so Batman's kinda getting whooped. And now Ra's is talking shit. He's like, haha, dummy, but Bruce ain't scared. He's like 5 moves ahead. Homie Jim done messed up the train tracks, so now Batman pulls a reverse Uno card on Ra's. And then, well, he doesn't kill him, but he doesn't save him.
He died.
What a guy. What a guy.
Wow.
So next day, the CEO Jabroni shows up to Wayne Enterprises, and he gets the axe in the worst way.
Look, it's all a bit technical, but the important thing is that my company's future is secure.
Get the fuck out of here.
Later on, Bruce is in his burnt up backyard. Rachel shows up? Yeah. Rachel proceeds to give Bruce boo balls. Oh! Boo ball? Like, what the fuck? Why can't I say blue balls? Yeah, Rachel proceeds to giving Bruce blue balls. Later, Batman shows up to chat with Jim, and oh snap! And that's how you end a fucking Batman movie. The end.